أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وآله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hope you are fine, sisters. Alhamdulillah. Okay, we will start our today's class with a dua. Rabbi zidni ilma, and say, my Lord, increase me in knowledge. Alhamdulillah. So we will now go to our today's portion. It is Makharijul huroof. We will just go through what we have covered until now. We have checked the history of Tajweed in the first class, and then the issues before going into the details of the Tajweed. There are 10 issues, and the founders of Tajweed, the practical and theoretical, and then the Arabic alphabet, the two types of alphabet letters, and the types, and the mechanism of sound formation, and the mechanism of haraka. These are the portions that we have covered in the last two classes. Today what we are going to do is the Makharijul huroof. What is Makharijul huroof? The Makharij means the exit places. Okay, what we are dealing here is the huroof, al-huroof, that we have already discussed in the last class, that al-huroof, the huroof is the plural form of the harf. Harf means the letter. So Makharijul huroof is the exit place of the letters. That is our major topic. We will go one by one. So in our articulation system, from our mouth, the Arabic letters, the organs which aid in the formation of the Arabic letters are generally 5. Okay, there are 5 major organs that aid in the production of sound in the Arabic letters. Which are they? That we will do after this. Okay, and these 5 general makharij is again divided into 17 specific articulation parts. Okay, so that means there are first 5, and then these 5 general makharij is divided into 17 specific articulation organs. That means if I say the hamza is coming from your throat, you will be confused from where the hamza is coming. From the throat, exactly from where the throat the hamza is coming, you will be confused, right? So we can say the hamza, the throat is the general makharij of the hamza. Okay, and then if I say there is the lower part, of the halq, the throat, the lower part, there is an organ called vocal cord. From there the hamza is coming. Then you can clearly point out that, yeah, of course, now I can find out that here from I can clearly feel like that this is the exact place of the exact exit place of the hamza. That is the specific articulation point of hamza. Okay, so if I say throat, it is the general makharij of the hamza, and if I say aqsal halq, the deepest part of the throat, it is the specific articulation point of hamza. Okay, so what we have studied until now is that there are 5 general makharij, and these 5 general makharij is divided into 17 specific articulation parts. Okay, so this is our articulation system or articulatory system. Okay, so the different articulation organs are colored in different colors. Okay, for example, there is some area which is shown as green, and some area which is shown as blue, and some which is yellow, and some which is red. We will go one by one. Okay, we will check at first which are the 5 general makharij. The first one is the empty cavity of the mouth and the throat. What does it mean by the empty cavity of the mouth and throat? I will explain. Okay, the empty cavity means the area which is open, which is filled between the mouth and the throat a little bit to the outside, which is coming outside. Okay, that means it covers the blue area, that covers the red area and the green area, and towards the lips to the outside a little bit. Okay, so this is the empty cavity of the mouth and the throat. It is a major area which aids in our articulation. Okay, so the you have to study the Arabic name for the empty cavity. It is called al-jawf, because it is difficult for in our journey that we will always repeat the word empty cavity of the mouth and the throat, empty cavity of the mouth and throat. It is very difficult. Okay, so just study, it is the al-jawf. Okay, the Arabic term for the empty cavity of the mouth and throat is the al-jawf. Okay, now we will go to the second part, which is the second general articulation point. It is the khayshoom. What is khayshoom? Khayshoom means the nasal cavity. Okay, the khayshoom means the nasal cavity. The area that I am covering is coloring with the yellow is the khayshoom. Okay, it extends from our velum. Velum yani it is the uvula, which is hanging part. When we widely open our mouth, we can see a hanging portion. Okay, that is called uvula. From that area to the tip of the nose, to the opening of the nose is the nasal cavity. Okay, it is called the khayshoom. Khayshoom means nasal cavity. Okay, so now we have done until the two general makharij. Now we will go to the third one. Which is the third one? The third one is the blue covered area. Sorry. Okay, the blue covered area, which is the throat. The blue covered area, which is the throat. So here, if you check, the area is from here to here. Okay, let me change the pen. The area is from here to here. Okay, until this area, it is called throat. So the division that we are dealing here is as to the Tajweedic division. It is not the scientific division. For example, if you can see in this drawing. Okay, let me erase all. Okay, so you can see here the throat that I mentioned. It covers the area from the deepest part of the tongue itself. This is our tongue. Okay, this is our tongue. So if you check here, it covers the tongue area itself, the back part of the tongue. It is the back part of the tongue. Okay, from here to exactly here covers the throat area. Okay, it covers it. So that is what I was saying, that we are dividing the organs as to the Tajweedic on the basis of Tajweedic need. Okay, it is not on the basis of the scientific anatomical or something like that. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So if we check here, what I have done, see here it is the starting point of the al-halq. You know this area, what is this? This is the Adam's apple area. Okay, it will be more projected in the men that we have discussed in the last class. Okay, from here to here it is the throat. Okay, and this part you can see that it covers the back part of the tongue and the velum, the uvula. Okay, this is the uvula. I will just shade the part, okay, so that it will be clear for you. Until this part, it is the throat. It is a wide area, and when we go to the specific articulation point, we will go in detail, inshallah. Okay, and now we have covered three general makharij. What are they? The first one is the al-jawf, empty cavity of the mouth and the throat. Okay, what is that? The blue area, the green area to the outside. It is called al-jawf in Arabic. And the second general makharij is the khayshoom. The khayshoom is the nasal cavity. Okay, and the third is the throat. Okay, that we have discussed. And the fourth is the tongue. Okay, tongue, al-lisan. The Arabic term is al-lisan. So where is the lisan here? It is the lisan. Okay, the whole lisan, it functions as a general makharij, which will be divided into specific makharaj later. It is divided into 10 articulation points. Okay, specific articulation points that I have already told that each general makharij will be divided into specific articulation points. The tongue, it is divided into 10 specific articulation points that we will study later. Okay, which one is the last one? The last one is the two lips. It is the two lips. So these are the 5 general makharij. Which are they? The first one is the al-jawf. The second is the khayshoom. The third is the throat. The fourth is the tongue. And the fifth is the two lips. These are the 5 general makharij that helps us to pronounce the Arabic letters. Okay, the Arabic letters, there are 5 general makharij. Okay. So here is a labeled picture is there. I will just zoom it for you. Okay. Yeah. And now you check here. See here it is the blue area. Okay. The blue area is the area where it is the throat. Okay. And now the green area, it is mentioned as the mouth opening, mouth cavity, and here it is the throat cavity. Both together constitute for the al-jawf. And which is the lips is also shown here. It is our another general makharij, and the lisan is also shown here, and the throat is shown here, and the khayshum, it is clearly shown in the red area. Okay, so these are the 5 general makharij. Here additional parts are also labeled. It is for us to understand, that we will study in detail in the coming classes, inshallah. Okay, so I have already told that there are 5 general makharij which aid in our pronunciation of the Arabic letters, right? So if I say that, we have already discussed this about thing, if we say that the halq is the general makharij of the letter hamza, it is just like if you go and ask a person, where are you from, he will say that yeah, I am from Bahrain, and you won't get any details. So from Bahrain, then from where Bahrain, then you have to ask another question so that you will get the exact location of that person, right? Similarly, if I say hamza, the articulation point of the hamza is the throat, it will be like the whole, you know, it will be like asking, getting the information from him that he is from Bahrain. Okay, so similarly, the al-jawf, the al-halq, al-lisan, al-shafatan, al-khayshum are the general makharij, general articulation points that we won't get any idea where exactly the letters are from. Okay, more than the al-jawf has 3 letters, and halq has 6 letters, and lisan has 15 letters. Okay, it goes like this. Okay, but in order to understand the exact location of those letters, we have to study the specific articulation points. The specific articulation points is that if I am saying that my flat number, my building number, the road number, everything, if I am saying, then you will get an idea where exactly I am from. It is just like the hamza, it is from the aqsal halq. There is an organ called vocal cord, and from vocal cord we will get the hamza, then it is clear. Okay, we can exactly pinpoint the location of that letter, the makhraj of that letter. So what we have covered until now is the division of the makhraj. The makhraj is divided into 2, the specific makhraj and the general makharij, specific makharij and general makharij. Okay, and we have studied which are the 5 general makharij. Okay, and now we will go to the first general makharij. What is it? It is the al-jawf. What is al-jawf? Al-jawf is the open space in the mouth to the throat, and which extends all the way to the outside. Okay, the outside, the word, the part, it is very important that we will, it helps in the direction of the sound. Okay, it is the thing that help to get the Arabic accent. Okay, we will discuss that in detail. So which are the letters that comes under the al-jawf? Which are the letters that are produced from the al-jawf? They are the alif madiyya, the waw madiyya, the ya madiyya. Alif madiyya, what is the alif madiyya? In the last class we have studied the mechanism of haraka, right? There are 3 kinds of haraka: fatha, kasra and dhamma. And this alif madiyya, it is the lengthened alif, lengthened fatha. For example, if I say alif ba fatha ba, it is only 1 count. But if I say ba fatha alif sukun ba, okay, that is the lengthened haraka. The madiyya, the mad letters are the lengthened haraka. Okay, which are the, what are the lengthened haraka? Yani the alif madiyya, the alif is the extension of fatha, the ya madiyya is the extension of kasra, and the waw madiyya, it is the extension of dhamma. Okay, we will go in detail. Before that, please take the picturization of the al-jawf. The white colored area shown in these 3 pictures represents the jawf. Okay, you can see that it is starting from the vocal cord area, the projection area, the Adam's apple area. It is starting from there. It is extending to the mouth cavity, and it is the white area. You can see that it is spreaded to the outside of the lips also. Okay, this is the area of the al-jawf. It is the open cavity. Okay, the area which is empty inside our throat, the mouth, to little bit to the outside of our lips. This is the area that constitutes the jawf. And you know that there are no organs in this empty area, right? But how the sound is produced, that we will check one by one. Okay, you know that there is an organ from the starting point of this white colored area. Which is it? Of course, the vocal cord. The vocal cord is the basic organ, that is the only organ which produces the sound. But how the different sounds are coming from our mouth is that the basic sound which is coming from the throat, it hits somewhere, or maybe it gets blocked somewhere, it gets diverted somewhere. So lots of processes or mechanisms will be happening inside our mouth. Thus the different kinds of sounds are forming or coming out from our mouth. Okay, so I will just start once again. The vocal cords are basically the organ that produces the sound. Okay, so if I make the basic sound by keeping my tongue relaxed, what will you get? Please take. I'm keeping my tongue relaxed, okay, and I'm giving maximum space inside my mouth, okay, and I'm vibrating my vocal cord. How the vibration, the sound is forming? The air from my lungs, it will pass through the vocal cord, okay. The vocal cord will vibrate and it will produce the sound. So what I made just now, it is the basic sound that is coming from my vocal cord. And what if ooh, ooh? How does the ooh happen? Still I made the sound itself from my throat, but how it became ooh is that I circled my lips, okay, and as a result the back part of my tongue elevated, and this made the bomber sound, right? But the bomber is only one count, ooh. But what is ooh? It is the lengthened bomber. It is the lengthened bomber. That means it is the waw Medea. Okay, it is the fatha. It is the alif Medea. Okay, how I can represent that? If there is an alif will be there, before it will be a fatha. And what if it is ooh? It is bomber. And what if ooh? It is waw sukun, before it is a bomber. It is a kasra. It is a ya sukun, before it is a kasra. That is our very basic Arabic letters. Okay, we all know about this, right? Okay, now if you check here, I want to show the difference of the mechanism in these letters. Okay, see, for the fatha, the tongue is flattened. Okay, for the fatha and the alif Medea. What is alif Medea? There will be an alif, before it will be a fatha. For the waw Medea, there will be a waw sukun, before it will be a bomma. And for the ya Medea, there will be ya sukun, before it will be a kasra. Okay, if I add meme here, it will be meme fatha alif sukun ma. If I say meme here, meme bomma waw sukun mu. If I add meme here, meme kasra, sorry, it's not here, it's meme kasra ya sukun mi ma mu mi, right? Now you check the position of my tongue. The meme, as you said, as you know, it is a very light letter. Okay, it is not a heavy letter, so our tongue will be relaxing down in the position, in its position, right? The tongue is flat. Okay, and there is the space. The sound will freely come outside. Ma ma and what if it is bomma waw Medea? It is here, coming here, but what happens here? The tongue is raised. The back part of the tongue is raised along with the circling of the lips. Okay, so come here, it will go like this. Moo, sorry, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, and what is it here? It is the kasra. The sound is coming here, and now we can see the middle of the tongue is raised, right? So it will come here and it will go like here. E, and if you check here, let me erase everything. Okay, if you check here, the gap between the two lips for the kasra and for the fatha, check. For the fatha, it is little open, and for the kasra, it is little bit more open. Why? For the kasra, we will drop the lower jaw. Remember, we will drop the lower jaw little bit more than the fatha. The fatha we will concentrate on the TMJ, the mouth opening, right? But for the kasra we will drop the lower jaw. That is the why the opening is little bit more for the kasra than the fatha. Okay, clear? Okay, now we will go for the alif madiyya first. Okay, what is alif madiyya? Alif madiyya is an alif before it is a fatha. Okay, that means if I say ba, we will remove the ba little bit. Let me take the board. Okay, if I take the letter ba, is the pen. Okay, if I am saying ba fatha alif sukun, the letter will be like this, ba. Okay, if I remove the ba, okay, then there will be a fatha here, okay, and there will be an alif, okay, alif sukun. So if I take this is called the alif madiyya. Alif madiyya. What is alif madiyya? It is the alif sukun before it is a fatha. Alif sukun before it is a fatha. It is the lengthened fatha, right? That means ba, similar like that. Okay, and the mad means, what is mad? And I have already told that mad is the lengthening. The lengthened harakas are called as madiyya or mad letters. Okay, and the lengthening can be to the 2 count, 4 count, 5 count, or 6 count. Okay, we can extend as to the ruling that we will go when we will study when we do the mad. Okay, so if we check the sound direction here, what is it? The tongue is flat here. See, the tongue is flat here, right? Now if you check, listen here, see, here it is a Wi-Fi symbol where it is showing that there is a vibration happening from the vocal cords. Okay, the vocal cords vibrate and the sound is passing here and it is freely coming outside. And in the last class I have told you that even though the tongue is flat, for the fatha the sound direction is not straight. It is not straight. Then how it will go? It will come here and then we will start the mouth opening, the corresponding mouth opening. Then what we will do? The sound we will take little bit up. Okay, if I keep a clock here, it will go to number 2 direction. Okay, for the light letters, we know that for the fatha, the 2 categories are there, for the light letters and heavy letter. Okay, remember the green and the red letters in the huroof al-hijai in our second class. Okay, so for the light letters, what we'll do? The sound, it will come here like this. Okay, then it will go like this. Okay, for number 2. Where is number 2? Okay, 2, this is the clock level. I am representing a clock here where it is number 3, it is number 2, it is number 1, and it is number 12. Okay, for the light letters fatha, it will go to number 2. And what about the heavy letters? The heavy letters, we know that our tongue will be like this. Okay, the sound, I will take another color. The sound which is coming here, it will go like this and it will hit the inside the upper roof. Our upper roof, it will hit the upper roof. Okay, so if I picturize here, it will go to number 1 for the heavy letters. For the light letters, it will be number 2, and for the heavy letters, it will be number 1. If I take the examples of the kaf and the qaf, the kaf is a light letter. So if I add a fatha to kaf, how will it go? It will go to number 2. Ka, ka, ka. And what if it is qaf? If I add a fatha, how it will go? Qa, 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 ka, qa, ka, qa. Okay, this we will study detail later. Okay. Okay. And I want you to draw your attention to the graph shown here. Okay, it is shown that the sound will go like this. Okay, I have already told you that it will go to number 2. Why did I say number 2 and not number 1? Because here the tongue is flat. That means it is a light letter. Here the alif Medea is shown for a light letter. We can clearly say that from by seeing the shape of the tongue. The tongue is relaxed down. Okay, so this is for a light letter. Okay, keep that in mind. And now, if I say the sound is coming and this is the makhraj of the letter, what will happen? Yani, I am saying that this point is the lips, yani the mouth opening. The lips is here, shown here. If not, if I can say, let me do it again. The graph shown here is like this, right? Okay. And this point, it can be two possibilities. The first, it can be the makhraj of the letter. Okay. And the second, it can be the lips or the mouth opening, the entrance of the mouth, or we can just say like it is the lips. Okay. See, what happens if I say it is the makhraj? Okay. If I say the letter kaf, we know that this is the sound direction of the light letter, right? So the kaf, it is coming from the middle of my tongue. So if I keep this thing in my middle of the tongue, what will happen? I will take another color. See, I am keeping this graph inside my mouth. So it is showing that sound direction is go like this, right? So what do you think? Is it correct or not? I want the number 2 direction. But here what you can see, this is my upper roof. So if I keep the graph inside my tongue, it will hit the upper roof, right? Is this the condition for the light letter? No, it is the condition for the heavy letter. Okay, so what I am saying is that this area, it is showing the lips. This is the lips. It is not the makhraj. So the graph we can keep only like this. Okay, it is showing like this, and it will go to number 2 only. If I keep this graph inside my mouth, it will go to number 1. Hope you understood what I meant. Okay, if you want, I will explain once again. If I keep this graph inside my mouth, how the sound direction will be ka, ka, ka. I'm sorry, ka is wrong. Okay, what is it? Ka, 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 ka. Okay, if I keep this graph inside my mouth, what will happen? The sound will hit the hard palate inside, the hard area. Okay, it is the sound direction for the heavy letter, not for the light letter. So this graph, it is for the light letter, so we have to keep it like this here. Otherwise it will go to number 1. We need the sound direction for number 2 only. Ka, ka, ka. Okay, it should go like this. Ka. Okay, why did I explain this thing is that because you don't get confused with this graph. Okay, the sound direction here mentions number 2 for the light letters. Okay, keep that in mind. If this indicates number 1, then it will only for the heavy letters. Okay, alhamdulillah. And now we will go to the next slide. Waw Medea. Okay, the waw Medea, we can see that the back part of the tongue is raised, right? Okay, see, the back part of the tongue is raised and the lips are circled. Okay, so the sound come here, it will go like here, and it will go like this. And I want to draw the attention to the last time I have given an example, the comparison about the tap, the normal tap and the tap with a nozzle. Okay, this is the normal tap. Okay, if I open this, the water will go like this. Okay, what if I kept a tunnel here, a nozzle or a hose here? Now the water will flow like this, right, in a straight line. Similarly, if you spread your if you circle your lips very shallow, very small area, your sound will be shallow. Okay, it won't go to the number 3 direction. Okay, we need the number 3 direction. Number 3 yani the clock level, number 3 should be straight line. For a sound to be straight line, we have to make a wide opening, wide circling of the lip from the inner side. Ooh, ooh. Don't say ooh, ooh, ooh. This is the shallow sound. Okay, don't keep that. Okay. And similarly, for just like the alif madiyya, the bomma can be 2 count, 4 count, 5 count, or 6 count. And the bomma, it is 1 count. But for the waw madiyya, it will be more than, it is the lengthened bomma. How can we express that in letters? There will be waw sukoon before it is a bomma. For example, if I say ba bomma, it is boo. Okay, but ba bomma waw sukoon boo. Okay, I'll write that also. If it is ba bomma, okay, it is boo 1 count. But what if ba bomma waw sukoon? Then it is 2 count. Okay, now if I separate that, there will be ba, okay, and there will be bomma, and there will be waw sukoon. And this is called as the waw madiyya. Waw sukoon preceded by a bomma. Waw sukoon before it is a bomma is called as waw madiyya. Okay. See here, the circling of the lips is also shown. The direction of the sound is also shown. Okay. What is the direction of the sound? The direction of the sound will be straight to clock level number 3. Okay. The clock level 3 is here, 2 is here, the 1 is here, the 12 is here. The 3, it should be go like this, the straight line. Okay. It is the direction for the waw madiyya. Okay. And we will check the different positions of the different circling of the lips. Okay, for the first kid, she is doing like this, right? Okay, she is doing like this. Her opening is like this. The second picture, it is a clear circle. The third also, it is like this. Okay, these are the 3 different circles which is shown here. One is for blowing, one is for whistling. Okay, like that, different kinds of circling of the lips we can do. But what we need here it is not any of these 3 circling. We need this kind of circling. What is the speciality of this kind of circling? See, both the ends of the lips are joined, and see the width of the lips. Okay, the width, if the width is not present there, then what will do? Remember the tap and without the nozzle, the tap without the nozzle and tap with the nozzle. Okay, it will be like this, and it is joined at the ends, leaving a gap in the middle, and it will be like somewhat like this. Okay. Oh, and the mouth, the lips should widely open like this. Oh, oh. If you don't do this, you will never get the Arabic accent bomma. Oh, oh, oh. The jawf should be clear. I will feel like some. I can, if I hear the proper bomma from some other else, I can clearly feel their jawf. Okay, that is the proper Arabic accent. Now we will go to the ya madiyya. What is the ya madiyya? The ya madiyya, it is the extension of the kesra. The kesra, it is only 1 count, but for the ya madiyya, it is more than 1 count. It can be 2, it can be 4, it can be 5, it can be 6. Okay, how can I express the ya madiyya? If the ba kesra ya sukoon be, right? If how can I separate this? The ba I will remove, and there will be a kesra, and there will be ya sukoon. So this is the ya madiyya. Ya madiyya, if we add to the ba, we will do as b. It will be 2 count. What if it is only b? Ba kesra b, 1 count. Okay, ba kesra ya sukoon b, right? Yes, alhamdulillah. So these are the 3 letters that is coming from the jawf. Which are the 3 letters? Alif madiyya, waw madiyya, ya madiyya. Right? I have told in the first slide that each general makharaj is divided into different specific makharaj so that we can exactly pinpoint the articulation point of those letters. But what about the jawf? I said there is no specific makhraj for al-jawf. The al-jawf works as a whole unit. Why? Because if we check the makhraj of the if we check the mechanism of the sound formation of al-jawf, the basic sound formation start from the vocal cord, right? But is the vocal cord is the only thing that is helping here? No. Which are the other parts? The tongue has its role, the lips has its role, the jaw has its role, right? So more than one organ work together in the formation of sound for the mad letters. Okay, that is why the jawf includes the empty cavity of the throat, empty cavity of the mouth to the outside. We can't just say the throat or we can't just say the mouth. Okay, if I take the mouth, if I take the tongue alone, what about the vocal cord? What if I take the vocal cord alone? What about the lips and the tongue? So all these things work together as a whole unit for the sound formation of the mad letters. That is why this jawf falls into a different category. What is it? Non-specific articulation point, makhraj muqaddar. It is non-specific. We can't divide this makhraj into specific articulation points. Okay, so we will say this as approximate articulation point or non-specific articulation point. In Arabic we will call it as makhraj muqaddar. Okay, so now the makhraj is divided into another basis. It is divided into two. It is specific makhraj and approximate makhraj. What is the specific makhraj? The specific makhraj is the makhraj which can be exactly location can be pointed, or it can be again further divided into specific articulation points, right? Which are they? All the other four makharij. We have done only one, and that is the only one non-specific articulation point or approximate articulation point. We can't exactly locate the location, or it cannot be further divided into specific articulation parts. Okay, hope you understood. The earlier what we did was the makharij. It can be either it is generally divided into 5. Okay, and this 5 is again divided into subdivisions like specific makharaj. But what we are doing now is the general makharij. It is again two types, which is the specific and non-specific. The non-specific is only one, which we have covered now, the al-jawf, the 3 letters, and all the other 4 general makharij falls into the category of specific makhraj. Okay, and here the al-jawf is the makhraj muqaddar. The other name, the Arabic name for the specific makhraj is the makhraj muhaqqaq. The makhraj muhaqqaq, it can be divided into different specific articulation point, but in the case of al-jawf we can't divide the makhraj into different parts because the whole works together. The vocal cord, the throat, the lips, the tongue, everything works together for the proper Arabic accent. Okay, Alhamdulillah, we have finished today's portion. Inshallah, we will continue our journey bi'idhnillah from the next day itself. Okay, so we'll stop here. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.